another lovely day. It's another lovely day at the dog park. Yeah, she doesn't want to play with you, but maybe we can find somebody else. Which leads me to books I found. I have a hard time saying no to books. This one is, I think I read it already. Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. What men really think about love, relationship, intimacy, and commitment. To be honest, I don't really care. Because I think if you really need to read a book like this, you have communication problems. The person you're in a relationship with, in any level, on any level, and I mean just even a shallow level, should be able to express your feelings, your reserves, your reservation, whatever. You should be able to state it in a way that doesn't offend the other person. You should be able to express it in a way that is not what I sometimes do. I bottle up things and then I explode. You should do it in a way that the other person can understand you. You should work on communication skills, that's for sure, but it has nothing to do with men and women. It's just human communication skills. Then there's a book by Lorraine Weisberger, The Devil Wears Prada, Chasing Harry Winston. So I was like, I did read The Devil Wear. 3 best trends, 2 resolutions. So of course, I think it's the same thing. They're in the greatest city on earth. Well, I don't know about that. It's New York City. They've earned career success and first-class travel, been to the right parties, enjoyed luxury, large and small. Now they're nearing 30. Well, I don't think I want to read this book. One night in a Manhattan bar, 2 of the friends make a pact to change their lives. One watches from the sidelines. Their friendship is forever, but everything else is on the table. Amy was this close to this ring that she and the baby she's always wanted until her boyfriend left her for a 23-year-old personal trainer. Her friends insist an around-the-world, sex-fueled adventure will solve all her problems. Right. Lee, a young publishing star, is within striking distance of landing her dream job and marrying her dream guy. Only when she meets Jesse Chapman, the literary world's brilliant and brooding enfant terrible, does she notice the cracks in her perfect life. Adriana is drop dead gorgeous, the kind of feminine wiles made only in Brazil. But as her supermodel mother kept reminding her, beauty is ephemeral, and she won't have her pick of men forever. Sounds like the kind of book that makes women want to read this book. There's a connection. And then there's a Hebrew book about post-trauma, I guess, falling in love and in the army. I don't know if I want that. Yeah. Anyway, army. Anyway, all these books I really shouldn't be reading. I have so many books at home. I am kind of curious more about this. I'm really curious what he says. Probably he says to be very careful about your steps and, calculate your steps. Let's see what he has to say. So he says what do women want? Women have made it clear that they want an even exchange with men, don't we all? But don't men want the same? He says no. They want their love to be reciprocated in the same way they give it. They want their romantic lives to be as rewarding as they make them for their potential mates. They want the emotions that they turn on full blast to be met with the same intensity. And they expect the premium that they put on commitments to be equally adhered to, valued and respected. The problem for all too many women who call in to my radio show, though, is that they just can't get that reciprocation from men and women, then end up feeling disappointed, disenfranchised, and disillusioned by their failed relationship. Well, my long life has made me conclude that you can't get satisfaction in relationship with women either as friends. So on all level, human beings suck, which is why we have dogs. Look at them play. So when I step back, I think about what women ask me every morning on my show. I get incredibly perplexed because even though my callers have all presumably had some experience with men, whether boyfriends, lovers, husbands, fathers, brothers, co-workers, these women still genuinely want to know how to get the love they want, need, and deserve. I've concluded that the truths they seek are never as obvious to them as they are to us men. Try as they might, women just don't get us. With this in mind, I stopped joking around and got very real with my audience. In my answers, I started imparting wisdom about men. Wisdom gatherings were working more than half a century in one concept, how to be a man. I also spent countless hours talking to my friends, all of whom are men. They are athletes, movie and television stars, insurance brokers and bankers, guys who drive trucks, guys who coach basketball teams, ministers and deacons, Boy Scout leaders, store managers, ex-cons, inmates, and yet, yes, even hustlers. And one simple thing is true about each of us. We are very simple people and all basically think in a similar way. Oh no. When I filter my answers through the lens of how men review relationships, the women in my audience start to understand why the complexities and nuances they drag into each of their relationship with the opposite sex really serves them no justice. I teach them very quickly that expecting a man to respond to them in the way a woman would is never going to work. Women don't respond to me either. People are just selfish. That's why we have dogs. What's happening? Oh. My dog is not singing. That's interesting. I mean, ooh, wow. Shiva, what's going on? All right, so that's enough. I really don't have satisfaction in any human relationship. I don't know why. I really don't. I think I need to listen more. And I think actually this is my advice, saving you reading this book. Just listen more than you talk. And then you will learn about the other persons and their needs and what they want from you. And then you won't be unpleasantly surprised. Not everybody wants to play. We'll find somebody else who will. That's my 2 cents worth. That's that. Signing off from the dog beach. A happy Lag Baomer. Tonight is Lag Baomer. And it's a Jewish holiday. People light bonfires. Not here, I guess. But yeah, when I was a child, we used to go and we used to have fires and yeah, but like you take sticks and put potatoes. Now they do marshmallows because everybody copies America, but I used to do potatoes and vegetables and just sit around the fire. I had always got disappointed because I never felt really happy. The only thing I liked is they built these dolls that they burn. I forget who was the unpopular man then. It's always men, isn't it? Yeah, I always felt disappointed because I never really felt like, wow, I really want to enjoy the company of the people I spend my Lag Baomer with. I always felt disappointed for people because I have needs like to talk and be honest, and most people are just playing games, in my opinion. Dogs are easy. They need us. Whenever somebody needs you, it's easy. And whenever somebody doesn't need you, then think it's complicated and it doesn't exist. And that's my 2 cents worth again. Bye.